By winning gold at the London 2012 Olympic Games, China's Zhang Jike became the first male table tennis player to hold simultaneously the three most prestigious titles that the sport has to offer: Olympics, World Championships and World Cup. But before he became arguably the most popular table tennis player ever, Jike began like everyone else, even if he was changing the sport forever in his own unique way and influencing arguably the greatest of all time, Ma Long. First signs of stardom.
Maybe risk to turn around one time directly.
For a man long considered a flag bearer for tradition in table tennis, Zhang Jike was all about creating something new for every fan who knew and adored him. In 2012, the real story of his trendsetting days started about 10 years earlier. In 2011 in Rotterdam he had won the men's singles event at the World Championships, before later in the year in Paris emerging successful at the Men's World Cup. 4 years later in Rio de Janeiro, he added to his Olympic collection, but few could deny that his gold medal in the English capital city marked the very pinnacle of his career. The Olympic Games success in London came a decade after we first set eyes on Zhang. At the 2002 ITTF World Cadet Challenge, held from Monday 11th to Sunday 15th June in the Hungarian town of Tiszagyőr, the first ever staging of the event, he was voted the most valuable player. A shining light in the successful Chinese boys team, Zhang joined forces with Li Hu and Jiang Tianyi, both of whom had achieved a modicum of international success, but nothing when compared with Zhang Jike. Later Li moved to Singapore, as Jiang Tianyi flew to Hong Kong. But before that, Zhang secured gold in the boys team event, and then in the boys singles, beating colleague Li Hu in the final. Impressing the Dragon. Just over a year later, on Sunday 28 September in Wellington, he won the junior boys singles title at the 2003 New Zealand Open. It was yet another win over Li Hu, but the player who he accounted for while getting to the final was one to note. At the semi-final stage, a certain Ma Long found himself face-to-face with the Trendsetter. The win over then baby dragon, Ma Long, and the comment from New Zealand was important for the future. Zhang Jike, 15 years old, is already close to the complete package. He has excellent vision, fast techniques and good footwork. In addition, he is full of confidence both on and off court. It is a major question to ask: did Zhang Jike set the ball rolling for Ma Long with an example to follow of both strength and confidence, something that the now legendary Ma inculcated into his playing style as a teenager? How much of a part did Zhang play in the success of the Dragon? A meeting in Santiago. 3 months later, both Ma Long and Zhang Jike were on duty at the first ever World Junior Championships in the Chilean capital city of Santiago. This time, however, it was not all sunshine and rainbows for the young duo who were growing in popularity with every passing tournament. Notably, Ma Long was not selected for the boys' team final. Zhang Jike lined up alongside Li Hu and Zhang Chenggong. China recovered from a 2-0 deficit to beat the Chinese Taipei trio comprising Wu Chikai, Zhao Tongyu and Sun Weiwei. Zhang Jike lost Zhao Tongyu in the second match of the fixture, but redeemed himself in the fourth. He accounted for Wu Chikai. Later in the proceedings at the quarter-final stage of the boys' singles event, Zhang Jike lost to a familiar foe in Li Hu, the eventual winner of the championships, in a full-distance 7-games thriller. And fate was such that Ma Long departed in a similar closely fought contest against Korea Republic's Lim Ji-hyun in the same round. The silver lining, or bronze in this case, arrived when Zhang Jike partnered Zhang Chenggong to secure boys' doubles bronze, losing out at the semi-final stage to Portugal's Tiago Apollonia and the mini freight train, Marcos Freitas. Patience before perfection in Linz. Despite being impressive in 2003, fans had to wait until 2009 to see Zhang Jike again, this time in Linz, Austria. By joint forces with players who became familiar allies, China looked for a trio that could succeed the Beijing Olympic Games men's team gold medalists Ma Lin, Wang Hao and Wang Liqin. The dream team composed of Zhang Jike, Ma Long and Zhu Xin. It is almost historically poetic to think that such a sight ever existed in the same time period and competing in the same tournament altogether. No wonder the place in the final was a matter of formality. In the final itself, hungry to prove himself after a rather long break against Korea Republic, in the opening match Zhang tore Sanjun apart. There was little to for his opponent to muster as he set the example for his teammates, who duly obliged. Ma Long first followed suit by beating Zhu Siqiu, before he and Zhu Xin then overcame Sanjun and Ryu Sungman to seal a comprehensive victory. High jump in Paris. 2 years later he went on to retain the title in Paris, before securing men's singles gold in London. Again the celebration when he leapt over the surrounds to kiss the top step of the podium brought him another million fans. He did something different, said a trend of sorts, when he showed his feelings, but is that something peculiar to his birthday? Zhang shares the same birthday as tennis legend John McEnroe. At the same age as Zhang Jike, nobody showed his feelings more than the American. Also, it happens to be the same date as Sweeten's Charles Moragard, and does he also not make his feelings known to the crowd? Unlike his predecessors, Zhang Jike was notably strong from the backhand, and one of the early shake-hand grip players to employ the backhand, so-called banana return of service forearm vertical wrist relaxed racket circumnavigating the ball. It made him different. It made him very, very confident. Now a generation later, do we not see the same style being extolled by Brazil's Hugo Calderano, the banana expert and the backhand lethal? Following suit. All this time though, while Zhang Jike was setting the trend for table tennis to come, he was also setting the standard for Ma Long. At the London 2012 Olympic Games, Ma Long only played in the team event. In 2015 in Suzhou he won the first of his 3 men's singles titles at a World Championships, and then in 2016 in Rio de Janeiro he was crowned Olympic champion. Significantly, when Ma Long won in the Brazilian city, he became only the second player ever to hold the Olympic, World Championships and World Cup titles at the same time. The other, of course, was the one who lit the path for him, Zhang Jike, the trendsetter.